Chatter about what's happening at Yahoo and what's happening with its chief executive, Marissa Mayer, is all over Wall Street. So joining us now to break it all down and make sense of it, he's Jeremy Rosenberg, the head of digital at Allison Partners. So Jeremy, let's set the scene here. We're seeing some differences in reporting today about the meetings that are scheduled to take place this month over at Yahoo. Can you kind of take us through it? What do we know about these meetings? What's going to be discussed? And are they extraordinary meetings, or are they just normal ones that we see in the course of everyday business for them?
Well, it sounds like from the most recent reports that these are more or less everyday meetings, or at least annual meetings that are taking place. So, you know, when the board's getting together, they're going to be talking about important issues facing the company. They're going to talk about the aspects of Alibaba. They're going to be talking about their CEO. They're going to be talking about their core businesses, as have all been reported. So while the news is coming out in a perhaps hair-on-fire extraordinary manner, it does not seem as which that's necessarily the case, that these are extraordinary circumstances. Although, you know, at the same time, when you talk at all about selling a business's core business, or at least as what's been known to be Yahoo's core businesses of search and sports and others, that certainly sets people interest very high.
All right, so Jeremy, it's interesting because a lot of this perhaps, well, maybe not a lot of it, but a good amount of it has been driven because of activist shareholders. One in particular, Jeffrey Smith over at Starboard Value. Is there weight in their opinions and requests? I mean, Starboard Value is pushing Yahoo to do certain things. So what exactly does Starboard want out of Yahoo, and what is Yahoo doing to address some of their concerns?
Well, I mean, I think in a lot of these cases, at any given time, it's really about creating shareholder value. At least that's what they're there for. When you talk about, you know, investors that are trying to make or create change in those environments, I think one of the big challenges that they're having is communicating well what they've been able to do at all with the changes in the company and what with the CEO has done over the last few years with the company. So I think that those are different pieces of this story that are starting to play out. Of course, you know, when they come to this type of event, then they start to play out publicly, whether that's necessarily in the best interest of the company or in the best interest of a particular activist investor. That remains to be seen yet.
Well, certainly as Jeff Smith and Starboard Value certainly wants to kind of focus on what's going to happen with how Yahoo looks in the future. What are they going to do with the Alibaba stake that they have? If it's going to be a tax-free spinoff, if it's not going to be, what else can they do? So all of this falls under the purview of one person in particular, and that's Chief Executive, CEO, Marissa Mayer. She's been under fire for some perhaps lackluster results since her time at Yahoo. So what exactly does the future perhaps hold for her, Marissa Mayer, and her future as CEO of Yahoo?
You know, I think that there's a level of, there's an endorsement versus a vote of no confidence. And I think that they really haven't done either one, at least with the most recent reports that have come out around these current discussions. It doesn't seem that they've gone in either direction yet. I think that when things are great and everything's performing the way it should be, then certainly you're less inclined to listen to this kind of noise that's happening out there on the street. But in this particular instance, because she has had some challenges in the last few years, you know, not to discredit the work that she has done that has helped at least level out some of the company, but in many ways, it hasn't turned around. There hasn't been a huge innovation that's come out of Yahoo in a really long time. And I think that that's one of those things that when you're looking at the competitive landscape, you're looking at Google, you're looking at Microsoft, you're looking at Facebook. All these companies are continuing to innovate in new ways and new places, bring new things to the marketplace that people hadn't seen before, and that's a huge confidence booster. And that's something that Yahoo hasn't really been able to turn the corner on.
Now, it's fair to say that every tech company out there has to constantly innovate and constantly evolve. And of course, the big question for investors, small and large, activists or not alike, is going to be what Yahoo looks like a year from now, given all those changes.
Absolutely.
Jeremy, thank you so much for joining us here. That's Jeremy Rosenberg. He's the head of digital at Allison & Company. And thanks for watching. I'm Dominic Chu. Have a great day.
Hey YouTube fans, I'm Landon Dowdy from CNBC. Thanks so much for checking out our channel. Here you'll find videos packed with all the info that you need to be smarter about your finances. Be sure and subscribe by clicking right here, and click on all the videos around me to see CNBC's original series Young Money, Tech Bet, Kramer's Mad Money, and all the latest from CNBC.